Do you take your family to get their hair cut at the salon or a barbershop? The last time I did, the prices were, I think it was either $12 or $15 for a haircut. Well, if you know me, you know that if I don't have to spend the money on something I can do myself, then I'm going to do it myself. Hi, I'm Amy from Our Amiable Farmhouse, and today I'm going to share with you how I cut my girls' hair at home. You really only need two simple tools: a fine-tooth comb, like this one, and some professional hair shears. Now, I was fortunate enough to get these from my pop, my grandfather. He was a barber by trade, and these ones say stainless on the blade, but it doesn't really have a name brand anywhere. And the only thing I can see on the handles engraved in super fine print that I had to get my magnifying glasses on for, I think it says New Cut, NU-KUT. So I will try and look up something equivalent, or even maybe this brand available on Amazon. I don't know. I'll see. But if I find something, I'll link it down below in the description and in the blog post. But anyways, my hair cutting, my experience with hair cutting started many years ago when I was first married, and my husband would go and get his hair cut quite often, probably every three to 5 weeks, depending on the time of year and how fast his hair was growing, I guess. I don't know, that kind of changed. But anyway, it was quite a bit of money and he wore it short, so I'm like, I could do that and save us the extra cash. So I just simply invested in some shears, or some electric razor thingy, whatever they call that. And if you're interested in how I cut my husband's hair, then maybe if I get enough likes and comments, then I will share a tutorial in the future. But that's how I got some confidence and decided to start cutting my own hair and my girls' hair. So today I just share with you cutting my daughter Sarah's hair, and she had quite a bit to be taken off. It'd been probably a year since we had trimmed anything off of it, so it was pretty unhealthy and had some dead ends, and it just needed trimmed. When you go to cut hair, it is super important that you use real hair cutting shears, because regular scissors, craft scissors, sewing scissors, they're just not gonna do the job correctly. So it behooves you to invest in a nice pair of shears. I don't know how much these ones cost, because, as I said, they were a gift from my grandfather. He probably bought them at like a Sally Beauty supply store. And look, guys, if I can cut my girl's hair, my hair, and my husband's hair, I'm pretty sure anybody can, because I am not talented in this area at all. I've never had any professional training. I'm not a salon expert. I'm also not one to be known for high fashion or style. As you can see, I'm just kind of plain. But it really is super simple to cut hair with just a few simple techniques, and you'll be on your way to cutting your family's hair in no time and saving your budget a ton of money. And that is what I like. My suggestion is that you start with either your husband, if he wears a short haircut, especially if it's kind of a buzzed style, or maybe your toddler's hair, because the younger they are, or the shorter the haircut, like a buzz style, the more they're not going to care if you mess up. That's my opinion on it. The more you do it, the more practice you have, and the better you will get. I've been cutting my husband's hair for about 18 years now, and trimming my girl's hair and my own. I believe that over time I've gotten better at it. All All right, so today we are going to cut Sarah's hair. I'm gonna give it a nice trim. It's been quite some time and she's got a lot of dead ends going on here. So I just, she has very long hair, so I have separated it into a couple different layers. I took just behind her ear and went up the top of her head to the other ear and clipped that away. And then I took 1-inch sections going down to behind her ear. There's 2 1-inch sections here. And I clipped those away. And then we just have this back piece here. I'm going to take my fine tooth comb and I'm cutting her hair dry today because that's, I find, the best way to trim the hair so that you're not trimming too much off. You can see right away how much you take off. So I just comb it down straight. Take a section, and comb it straight, and then I need to decide how much I'm going to trim off. And I think I'm going to trim quite a bit today because it needs it. And then just snip away. Now when I go to cut the next piece over, I use some of that hair that I just trimmed as my guide. Also, another technique is to cut instead of just straight across, which a lot of times I will do it first, especially if I'm taking a lot off. But if you're just trimming, if you just snip vertically like this, then it doesn't give it such a blunt, straight across look, and this gives it a more feathered, relaxed look, I guess you would call it. I am not a professional hairstylist. I do not have a license. But this is just how I do my family's hair. Alright, so this first back layer is all done, and I'm going to let down the next layer on top, and then I'll use the underneath layer as my guide for how much to cut off. So now I'm going to release the next layer. With each layer, always comb it thoroughly, just to make sure the hair is laying flat. So after I've cut the bulk off, then I just go back and give it a little bit of vertical trimming, just to make it not look like such a blunt cut on the edge. If you're finding it's not lining up with the other layer very well, you can fix that too. To just the last layer that's on top. I'm going to let that down and I'm going to split it in half. Can you look up, please? Look all the way up. Okay. Sections here. Take a little bit of the hair from the back as a measuring guide. And I'm just gonna feather that. I don't know if that's really what it's called. Probably not, since I'm not a professional. Then I'll take another section down and just keep whittling away at it until, let's see, I think I will leave that one as one section coming down. How do you feel, Sarah? Does it feel like I'm cutting off a lot?
Mm-hmm. It does. A lot.
A lot, a lot?
Yeah, it feels like you're chopping off like this much.
Then I'll have you turn around this way. Step over this way a little bit. And turn this way a little bit.
This way?
No, I meant your neck.
Oh, my neck.
This way.
Okay.
My kids are all taller than I am. Well, except for the baby. It's not a baby anymore. She's almost 10. Beautiful, Sarah. New hairstyle.
Oh, yeah.
Last piece. Almost done. It really didn't take that long at all. And now it's important to check for evenness. So look at me. And we can see this section here I missed somehow. So let's look at this. Well, oh, I see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
What's that thing called, you know, when there's like a guy and he asks like to marry you and then like you're like,
Okay, let's turn around this way.
he's not like a groom, he intends to date or marry. He's
A courtship fiance, someone who courts, a suitor. Okay, thanks.
Really now.
Life as a homeschooling mom. Yes. Okay, thanks. So then I just kind of comb it all out and see if there's any stray hairs. Ooh, nice and healthy now.
Ready?
Got rid of those split ends. And this is how much we took
Wait,
out.
what about the other stuff?
Well, yeah, that's
That-
a lot of
That's
a lot of hair, but
hair.
that's kind of like the length. Took out several inches. I don't know how much it was. Quite a bit. How's it feel?
Good.
Nice and smooth, huh?
Head on over to my blog, ouramiablefarmhouse.com, to get the full tutorial and step-by-step instruction. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and click the bell and you'll be notified each time a new video goes live. Each week I bring a new video on simple food, simple living, simply handmade. Thanks so much for stopping by Our Amiable Farmhouse. My suggestion,
I hear my Instant Pot steaming away, so I'm gonna go check on my soup because I only wanted to reheat it, not pressure cook it.